Good morning, Bill.
Good
Thank
morning,
you
Vinay.
so much for coming for this interview.
Thank you.
I would like to ask you one thing, and that is that I have come across so many NRIs who come to India year after year, and they come either to attend family weddings or to do shopping or to meet relatives, and they turned up their noses in disgust at the dirt, the dust, the traffic on the roads, etc. But once their holiday is over, um, they forget all about India and go back to wherever they've come from. But you are the first NRI that I have come across who has actually cared deeply about these problems to write this book, Issues Whiteanting India, in which you have discussed all the problems facing India. So, what made you write this book?
Vinay, it's all about the ownership. Uh, I visit India every now and then, actually 3 to 4 times a year. My father lives here, my friends live here, my relatives live here, and I think I care. I love this country. It's about ownership. Who is going to do it? As India's got about their business and all that, they don't have time to look after this. So someone has to raise the awareness. I judge the country, the livability of the country by the quality of air, water, ease of movement on the roads, the security of people, especially the women. So in that respect, as India is becoming more and more affluent with time, not a problem, and more developed with time. No problems with that, but the livability seems to be taking a dive because the roads and and streets, they are like arteries of a country. If it's not easy to move from point A to point B, and if you could start measuring distances in terms of time, there's something wrong. Okay, and from that point of view, the livability in this country is really is sharply reducing with time, and I see many people helpless. They just accepted it. I come here, I go back. And my observations after every 3-4 months are like a barometer of the country. Is the country improving in terms of livability or not? Because I come from a developed country, so infrastructure and all that doesn't really impress me. There's sort of still scope, in doing that. But I judge the basic livability: air, water, security, ease of movement.
So, who do you think should be addressing all these problems?
All stakeholders. It should be coming from the top. There should be an awareness. There should be a debate at the highest level across the country. What is the maximum number of people this country can hold? There is always a capacity because the natural resources of this country are not obviously increasing with time. Indian population is increasing at 1.35%.
No, the natural resources are in fact getting depleted.
The depleted country is becoming hotter.
Yes.
So that's beyond the human health. Groundwater is depleting, right? So agricultural land is reducing with time. But more and more people, 1.35% is the current rate in population growth, and that will keep on increasing. It's not a linear equation. So there must be a debate at least right now when we still have the time. Before, those roads and arteries of the country, they are fully choked. So I'm worried for the current generations. I'm worried for the future generations. Someone must speak about it. I have been speaking about all these issues across India, in Bhopal, in Mumbai, in Chennai, in Bangalore, now in Delhi 3 days back. And I want a national debate on these issues, mainly driven by the population. And while India is doing all the things nicely, social engineering programs, infrastructure development and all that, the root cause, which in my opinion, is the uncontrolled population.
Yes,
that must be debated first, and then all measures, all structures and scaffolding must be put in place to make sure that your population growth is reasonable for the environmental sustainability of the country, so that the country can go nicely into the 22nd century. We owe it to the current generation, we owe it to the youth, the children, and the future generations.
Yes. Okay.